Okay, so for question one, I focused on the scenery, which in ancient Greece theaters had large open air theaters that were built to accommodate a large amount of people and use the natural acoustics of the space. Where Antigone in Ferguson was held in a more modern and intimate space, and they likely chose to do this because it would create a more personal connection with the audience and make it easier to truly feel the emotional issues being portrayed. I think that this type of setting also used modern light and sound, which helps with the focus of the audience. And the changes that were made it more relevant to the current social context and almost makes it feel timeless. For question two, the first thing that was being integrated into the community or into it was the community choir, which was built from Ferguson residents and surrounding areas, which brings everyone together in performance. And this honors Michael Brown's memory and allows for the people affected by his death to have a voice. The next thing that was being integrated that I noticed was the documentary footage and the real Ferguson residents who were being impacted by Michael Brown's death. The way that this is integrated, this integrates the community through experience, and this approach creates a raw and authentic perspective and grounds the ancient story of Antigone, but in a more contemporary Ferguson. The way that they incorporate this helps keep the play relevant, and it also keeps the audience understanding the social impact. For question three, while watching this performance, I was unclear about the historical and social dynamic before Michael Brown's death. And after doing research, I saw that Ferguson was having long-term issues of racial tension and severe economic problems, which was being amplified by heavy policing. With beginning to understand the background, it helped me understand the setting of Ferguson being so important. And it helps connect the themes of Antigone with the unjust laws in this performance. There were many historical parallels that were used to draw a direct line from ancient Greece to modern America, which emphasized the continuity of social struggles. For question four, I said that Antigone in Ferguson explores identity by shedding light on the personal and community identities of those affected by systemic injustice. The play shows how individual actions can create real impact and can be a symbol of social movement. Power is shown through the conflict of state and individual resistance, which shows the dynamics of law enforcement and citizens in Ferguson. And politically, this show critiques the state power to enforce wrongful laws and influences the importance of civic engagement. For question five, in the play, the choir is both traditional and innovative. Traditionally, they go over the story as well as make commentary of the action. They help to provide context of reflection. Innovatively, they add a lot of layers to the emotions of the show, and create a lot of authenticity. It creates a voice for the community. They also help to create a flow between the ancient texts as well as the contemporary audience and makes the themes easier to understand as the audience. It creates a powerful and communal response to the tragedy and helps understand the real-life grief of the community. So my questions to you guys is, how does the adaptation of the classical Greek play win a contemporary setting how does the adaptation of a classical Greek play with a contemporary setting affect your understanding of ancient and modern contexts? And what impact do you think the inclusion of real-life events has on the effectiveness of the play as a tool for change?